everyone. It's been a second since I've taken you along for a little travel video, so here we go. You know I had to bring the essentials. I'm currently reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Will got me this really cute bookmark for Christmas, so I had to show it. Now, I always show up 2 hours early to international flights. I don't know, that's just me. You can do whatever you want, but I definitely had some time to sit around the terminal and read before my flight. Also, in all my years of traveling and living in Vegas, I've never seen a gate empty at this airport. So I took advantage of that and I sat down and read my book while I waited. Now, as far as why I was traveling to El Salvador, my dad has lived there for around 4 or 5 years, so I was going to spend a week with him. He has lived a few different places, actually. I'm super fortunate. I've got to travel to Bali, and he's taken me other places just on surf trips and things like that, so shout out to him. The flight time from Vegas to El Salvador is 4 hours and 45 minutes just about, so it wasn't all that bad. I got in incredibly late at night, especially for my dad. He goes to bed at 6 p.m., so there's no footage from that night. But we will start off the first day that I was there. So first things first, obviously, especially living in Vegas, the only thing I wanted to do was go to the beach. So we headed down. He has a really cute dog named Lucky. She loves going to the beach and chasing her ball. We checked out these really cool caves. They had bats in them and also bees. I'm a little afraid of bats, but I was brave. And this is the view from the beach. It was pretty crazy. The whole time I was there were just nobody on the beaches, which I grew up in California and that's kind of unheard of there. So it was nice. My dad's dog is seriously a character. She has to get a bath every time she comes back from the beach, so she just sits at the bottom of the hill hoping it doesn't happen.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? I got an egg. You can't avoid it. You know inevitably you're gonna get a bath.
I will say, despite her silly little personality, she is very well behaved and well trained. She actually will get her bowl and bring it for you to feed her.
Wow.
Although she does seem spoiled, she does have to do tricks for her food. So here she is putting in some work on some spinning jumps.
Higher. Go higher.
Wow.
There you go.
The rest of that evening, we just kind of hung out and grilled. We were super tired from the late arrival the night before. And you know, Miss Lucky was watching the grill. Next day, we hiked to another beach that my dad wanted to show me. It was super cool. It was kind of a short hike through the jungle, and then we had to scale one small little hill, but the payoff was great. Absolute favorite thing to do in the entire world, and again, it's a shame that I live in Las Vegas, but is swim in the ocean. If you are someone who is afraid of the ocean, I totally understand, but I'm telling you, it is just the best feeling in the world. Now, originally I was going to scrap this time lapse because it was out of focus until I saw the tiny sand crabs that I didn't notice when I'd watched it back on my phone. I was not aware that it was going to be so hot when I was there. I did come during dry season, whereas last time I was in Central America, I was there during their wet season. So during the day, my dad and I would kind of just stay inside out of the sun and watch either Squid Game, which he's obsessed with because he hasn't had TV in almost a decade. So that's his new thing. So I didn't get a ton of time to read my books, actually, which that was my original plan. But it was fun watching Squid Game season 2 with him. For anyone curious, I will do a Mistborn video once I finish the series. I'm almost done with Hero of the Ages. Now, when my dad originally moved here, he basically just had the lot and he's put everything together, and it's really cool to see all of his ideas come to fruition. When he wasn't retired, he did landscape and construction. So you can tell he's really passionate about the stuff that he's done here.
So I'm standing here and going like, what's coming off my cushion? I go, oh, it's the snake. But it's just weird, like he's probably digesting stuff.
do really like surfing, and I like surfing with my dad, but this trip I was only here for a few days, and if you know, surfing's not really fun to just do for a day or two when you haven't done it in a while, so maybe next trip. I think the coolest part about the place is that there are so many fruit trees. He has pineapples. I think this is a cashew tree, which he was explaining to me the whole process. It seems really confusing. That's what the cashew comes out of, that little bulb. They grow bananas, which they were very delicious. They're different from ones in the US, and I forget what these are. I think they're teaks, and I was excited about them because they have teaks in RuneScape. This is a cacao tree, I believe. Yeah, you can see the little guy, the little cacao right there. Pod? I don't know what it's called. Now, this was my last full day of the trip, so we decided to do some more grilling, which my dad's he's a good cook. He's got some things going there. So we were having a tomahawk that he had saved for a special occasion, so I was very honored. Are you gonna have that? Are you gonna have the bone on there? The food, of course, was delicious. I also saw so many cute little geckos. My dad said that he's seen a leopard gecko here. I don't know if he has. I did not verify what it looks like, but allegedly he has seen one. I love them. They're so adorable. I had to leave incredibly early the day that I went back to Las Vegas, so I didn't vlog a ton, but I did get to see this volcano that I had passed when arriving, and it had been dark, so it was cool to see it during the day. If you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.